skipping his crazy check. He ordered all of this sod, thinking that him and my 13-year-old son could lay it all today.
Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a huge project ahead of us. So we are going to sod our backyard. So our backyard is about 6,500 square feet or so fenced in. Actually it's probably like 7,000 or 8,000, but we already did some sodding over here. So last year we had this hill of mud that we just had to sod right away because otherwise the mud kept running down the hill and we were gonna have no mud left. So anyways, we're gonna sod the backyard. We had a skid steer come in, tear up all of our weeds and all the crazy crap that was back here, which was a big woods to begin with. So we had all that done. And now we're doing some of the finishing touches to kind of loosen the soil, throw down some fertilizer, that sort of thing. So we started with some zoysia over here because frankly it looks like golf turf. And so we're hoping we get the same effect once we get done with our backyard, that we'll have like what will look like a golf turf backyard. And it's like a golf course. And so my man-child's helping me today, my heavy lifter. So it's good to have youth on your side. So anyways, we're gonna get this whole thing done today because tomorrow it's gonna rain. So you might see us out here with some lights on and whatever. We'll do a little time lapse for you. And we'll show you how we're gonna sod our backyard because we pull our own work here at the Schultz house.
We don't pay anybody to do our work. We do it ourselves.
Minus the skid steer guy, minus that guy.
Minus that guy.
But that guy was cheap and he was in and out here in 3 hours, which this would have taken us, we tilled that area the first time.
And that took us 3 hours?
That took us at least 3 hours to till that small little area over there, which was like 4 pallets or so. Today we're getting 12.
By doing it yourself, how much do you think you're saving?
Oh, that's a great question, Holly. Thanks for asking. The sod alone is probably about $3,000. No, probably $3,500 or so delivered. That's about 12 pallets of sod. And then we paid about $1,000 to have a skid steer guy come back here to do the leveling of the land. And then I got to pay Sawyer.
300.
Then, no, 300 for what?
300 for the mud.
Oh yeah, and then we
soil.
got a bunch of topsoil. That's why our topsoil actually looks like it's dirt, because we are in Carolina, so we have red clay everywhere. Ours looks like real dirt, which is really nice. So we did that. So we probably spent total, let's say $4,000.
And if we would have done it,
$4,300.
if we would have had somebody else do it, they would have paid $3,000 more just for them to do it. So they were trying to charge us $7,800.
Yeah. So they wanted to charge us $7,800. So
we're like, nope, not doing it.
I could pay Sawyer with candy and then replace a couple teeth, and we still are in a little cheaper scenario here. Okay, so we're doing a couple different things over here. I just wanted to point this out that zoysia, we can't do zoysia in our front yard because zoysia is kind of like a creeping grass, right? So you could buy it in plugs, but we don't have that kind of time on our hands. We put plugs in it, it grows together like a carpet, whatever. But we can't have it creep into our neighbor's yard because as you could tell, this guy has got the best yard in the neighborhood. I'm always next to the guy that has the yard that looks like that. But we don't want our zoysia to creep into his yard. So what we're gonna do, because we're good neighbors by the way, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a mulch bed in here. So you can see I'm spraying a line here, equal distance from the fence. I'm gonna put a mulch bed in here. So I create a barrier between myself and my neighbor's perfect yard. And so that way our zoysia doesn't creep over into his yard, and he's a happy guy. And we're happy because our zoysia stays in our yard. Now on the back fence, where we have woods, let it creep away. Let it creep away. So we're gonna let it creep back there, but we'll have a barrier on the other side too. There's not a house there yet, but we'll have a barrier over there as well. So that way our zoysia is contained within our environment here. So we're doing that. So you'll see us spraying lines. We also got a yard spray because frankly, for how much we paid for this sod and the work that we're doing here, we want to make darn sure that we don't waste any sod or have to cut it up later. So we're spraying our lines out ahead of time. So when the sod actually gets here, we will just be throwing down sod and you will see us just making some huge progress. It'll look better when we fast forward it on the video than the actual working. All right, another thing that we're working on here is we started making a path here from the driveway to basically our deck where our pool is, so you don't have to walk through the grass, or at this point mud, so you don't have to walk through that, right? So I've been going back and forth, and by the time you guys comment on this video, I still probably won't be done. Originally what I was doing is I was laying it, and then I was going to put a bunch of stone in between it, some pebbles and some things like that. put sod on both sides. That way I don't have to do anything with it. And then I saw something cool, and clearly on the internet there's a lot of cool things, but someone had grass growing through it, and I was like, well, that's kind of lovely. So at the end of the day, we're putting this path in. We're going to sod both sides. I'll likely stone it because that's what Holly wants. And we'll stone this path, and it'll come all the way around, and it'll go to the deck of the pool. So when people come to visit, they'll be able to do that. And then we'll do nice shrubbery along this area here because it's a little bit higher. We want it to kind of roll, the water to roll away from the house, keeping drainage in mind at all times, of course. So that was the other reason we paid a professional grader guy, is because, as you could tell, everything pitches in the right direction. So everything pitches away from the house, it pitches away from their house, and everything kind of filters down to the back corner of the property, which if you go way down into the woods area that we have there, there's a lower area, it's like a riverbed area. And so everything is draining towards that way to make sure that we have proper drainage along the sides of our house and our backyard and our pool area. We don't want pooling of water anywhere. Okay, here we are, day 2. We spent about 4 hours yesterday. 5 of us laying sod, just the family laying sod. We did all, what did we do? About 10 pallets? We did about 10 pallets yesterday. We had about 2 left today of just the backyard. Then we have 2 more for this little side yard area that we have to do with fescue. At first we thought we way overbought sod. We did not. We are literally putting scraps together along the fence line to finish things up. It is, and then after this is done, we're gonna go rent a roller, like a 200, 300 pound roller that you fill with water from Home Depot. We're gonna roll it all out, wet it really wet it down. Throw some fertilizer, starter fertilizer over the whole thing, and cross our fingers that what we just did, put all this effort in and all this money in, we'll get the job done. So, and hopefully Gracie will stop peeing on the yard so we don't have yellow spots on it. So
yeah, it was a lot of work. Everybody chipped in. It was back-breaking work, but I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
We still have a little bit of fescue in the front to do, but for the zoysia, we are done. It was a very large backyard.
Yeah, very large. There's good things though. The good thing is it's not super hot out because you need to wear long sleeves because the zoysia will tear up your arms. It's got pricklies. So that was a good thing. The other good thing is the kids really punched in. Holly did too.
I did.
She did.
I did.
She said we broke her yesterday.
I'm super old, so it's hard work.
Look, we're done.
Yeah, looks fantastic.
So we'll have to trim around the trees. We'll put a little mulch in, some finishing touches, but that's it. All right, so we have 2 last steps that we're going to do here. Well, probably 3 or 4. I don't know, but this is one of them. So we went and rented this, which is a sod roller. So all it really is a very heavy roller that you have to manually do. And it's got plugs to it. So you bring it home, it's super light, you can chuck it in the back of your car. And then you pull one of these plugs off, there's one on each side. Pull the plug off, you fill it with water. So this whole tube's filled with water. So as you can imagine, it's heavier than garbage. So if you have a really pitched yard, you're gonna probably need 2 people, one on each side to roll it. But what this does is when you have all your sod laid and you have it next to each other and your seams are together, you're supposed to use this to roll over your seams. And what that does, and I rolled over the entire thing, what it does is it sandwiches your sod, the dirt from your sod, to the ground below. So it gets a good seal there, so otherwise if you get air there, your grass dies quicker. So we don't want that. So rented this thing. It's really cheap. It's $25 deposit. It's like 18 bucks total with tax to run for 4 hours. It's all you really need to do is go back and forth. I'm going to do 6,000 square feet, rolling back and forth in about a little over an hour. Clean it up, drain it back out, and get it back to the depot. So that's it. So we're going to do that, and then we have food for new sod. So we're going to do that. We have our Scott's seed spreader over there in the garage. So we'll bring that over. And then, so we're just going to throw that in there, go back and forth. Make sure we have to do a little bit more sprinkler moving, but we got that. Bring it over. Come on. So we got a new spreader. So we're going to throw in some starter food in there, go back and forth, and that's pretty much it. Okay. One other key to it is I wet my sod so it got really kind of spongy before I rolled over it. So it's got, you know, so it's a little bit easier. So it's my sod's a little bit damp. As you can see, just go over the seams and it'll take out any of the little bumps and that sort of thing out of your sod. Okay, so we did it. We put down 14 pallets of sod in the backyard. It's definitely an accomplishable task. I would say the worst of it is doing all the prep work. So if you pay someone to do the prep work, that might help you out. At the end of the day though, we probably saved about $3,800, $3,000, $3,000 to $3,800, depending on which quote. So took us a good solid probably 8-9 hours to lay all the sod over 2 days. And so it's definitely some back-breaking work, but if you get a couple of crew members, some family, whatever, do the work, definitely accomplishable. So you could do it. The only thing I think we're going to do yet is you can go to Home Depot and you get one of those rollers that you fill with water, and at the end of the day they weigh like 270 pounds when you fill them up with water, and you roll them and basically makes a good connection between the sod and the dirt below. So we'll probably do that tomorrow during the rain. That way when it rains we'll get everything kind of leveled out as much as we possibly can. And that's it. So
we hope the sod lives.
That's very true. We also put down a bunch of fertilizer underneath our sod. We're going to put some fertilizer above our sod, that sort of thing. The other tip is wear gloves, because I did not wear gloves. My hands are torn up. My arms are torn up too. So depending on what grass you put up, when you're grabbing rolls of it, it kind of tears up your arms. So
Zoy's is the worst with that.
Zoy's is the worst, but Fescue's not a lot better because the grass will irritate your arms. So wear long sleeves. Don't do what I did, which is tear up your arms and hope that they recover for a couple days. But that's it. Now we're on to watering, and then we'll probably throw some fertilizer down, do a little leveling, and mulch around some trees, and then we're done. So that's it. See you next time. Subscribe to our channel. Give us your tips if you've done this before or decided never to do it again. Give us those tips as well. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.